Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. That's right, I am back from my little hiatus. So if you're watching the video, like, in the future and not, like, at the present, then you're probably like, what the hiatus are you talking about? Basically, I had a cold for 2 weeks. If I start randomly coughing out a lung in the middle of this recording session, that's probably going to be why. Because I had, like, a massive cough and it just would not go away. Like hell, like, you know that cough that just sort of lingers? By the way, ocean rabbits, they walk on water. What the hell? They're Jesus bunnies. They are Jesus bunnies. There's just really no other way you can explain it. They are Jesus bunnies. Let's move on. There's also a warp gate over there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I had a pretty nasty cough that just would not go away no matter what I did. Like, it's like to the point where it literally kept me up at night. It was like the worst, like, cold I've ever had in my life, and stuff happens. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and stop here at Ferris, because he's gonna help us learn how to access the underwater passage, because in the last episode, because I definitely need to recap this one, we got more tracks from doing the little song and dance thing, minus the dance, with Carbon. So we got more ocean tracks, and he was like, dude, you gotta go underwater to get to the ocean temple, so we're going to be doing just that. And as Ferris just said, by the way, hello Ferris, how you doing, Ferris? Doing well, Ferris? I missed you, Ferris. As you said, we actually have to use noise to do that. What we have for noise is not actually a cannonball. You think a cannonball would be pretty damn loud, but what it actually refers to is obviously your train whistle, because, you know, they gotta incorporate that thing somehow. They're like, what else can we do with a train that's new and exciting? Oh, let's give it a whistle. Well, what are we gonna do with the whistle? Oh, I know, let's make everything react to the sound of a train. That makes perfect sense, why not? But, basically, this episode is just gonna be me exploring the ocean realm, getting a bunch of rabbits, killing a bunch of squids, playing up a bunch of dolphins, and getting a bunch of rabbits. I think I said that twice already, didn't I? Damn it! So really not the most exciting episode to be returning on, but that's just, you know, the way the cookie crumbles is that's what episode we were left on. So, we shall be learning how to get to the ocean realm. Well, we're already in the ocean realm, but we're gonna learn how to get underwater. Because trains go underwater, that just makes perfect sense. It actually is pretty cool, though. Spoilers for this later in this episode. The underwater area is pretty badass. Definitely one of my favorite areas, just visually, graphically, to look at in the game. So I'm really excited for this. It's gonna be really fun. But we are coming up to our first little, number 1 on the map that Mr. Carbon left us. As you can see out there in the distance, there's a little thingamabobber. So you blow your whistle, which I just blew it like just a tiny bit and already erected. Gee, little thing, you're pretty sound sensitive after all. But you blow your whistle, and it'll turn blue, because for some reason blue is good. Because for some reason they never have green be good in these games. Like, it's like that in Seasons too. Like, blue with like little stop sign, little switches. Like, it'd be red is bad, yellow is like whatever, and then blue is good, and it's just... Okay, you know, Nintendo, just forget about the color green, why don't you? You know, Link's only green, but, you know, whatever. Green does not mean go anymore, blue means go. But we got ourselves another ocean rabbit. We are 3 for 3. The way the ocean, they're basically positioned like there's one in the upper left, one in the upper right, one in the left, one in the right, and one in the lower left and one in the lower right of this little like rectangular section that the map is as you saw back in the beginning. It actually probably just showed 2 seconds ago because I usually scroll for the rabbits. So, basically, yeah. You guys probably get that picture. I hope I'm not too confusing. You'll see where all the rabbits are anyway, so I really don't know why I'm detailing this process. It really doesn't make any sense. Clearly, my 2-week hiatus is maybe completely out of practice with talking. Because, you know, talking is just something. I just didn't talk for 2 weeks. Because I don't know. Where am I going with this conversation? Where have I even gone with this conversation? I'm shooting a squid and getting rubies. There's really nothing else to talk about. I guess what I could talk about is Skyward Sword, because, you know, I do have to at some point. I mean, we're doing a Zelda LP. It's the big new game that just came out as of this recording. Well, it came out the previous Sunday. I'm recording this I'm actually recording this on Thanksgiving. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Sorry I couldn't upload a video that day. Unless this does go up today for some reason. I just decided to be like a workaholic, but probably not. But basically, it's another rabbit over there. Isn't that another rabbit? No, that's not another rabbit. I'm jumping the gun. Well, I jumped the gun. That's okay. There's a rabbit somewhere in this section, I'm pretty sure. There it is. It's right there. But yeah, Skyward Sword. I got that the Monday after I didn't get the day of because I'm not nerdy enough. I don't know. Well, no, I live in the middle of nowhere, so I wanted to have a good reason to go out and get my pre-order. and do like other stuff when I went out. But so far I think it's a great game. Don't post any spoilers. I'm only like at the second dungeon at the moment. I really am trying to go in completely blind to this thing because I don't want to ruin the feel of the Zelda. But right now I do first impressions. Really awesome game. I love the new way they do the system. By the way, I got the second thing over there. Who cares about the game? I've been talking about the Skyward Sword. No one cares about the Spirit Tracks. I mean, a lot of people are complaining, I heard, that it's just the same thing again. But to me, it does feel like a really big revamp of the usual Zelda formula. They have a lot of interesting new things and interesting new mechanics that really just give the game a new sense of life, in my opinion. And I think it's a great thing. I really love the direction now they're taking the series of the 3D Zeldas. Stupid rabbit, you're interrupting my conversation about Skyward Sword. Get in my net. Get in my net. Oh, come on. No, we are not going to fail. We are not going to fail. No. Damn you, rabbit. Well, we're 4 for 5. I guess that's not horrible. I mean, it could be better, I suppose, but whatever. The problem with the rabbits here is that there's like no stations whatsoever in this location. So besides the underground passage, which will actually count, and Ocean Sanctuary, which is like far away, there's really no way to reset the rabbits with like any deal of ease. So getting these rabbits is kind of annoying for that reason alone. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I really wish they just let you, like, you just go a little forward and go back and the barrel respawns, the rabbit will respawn the barrel. That would make this whole process so much easier, because these whole rabbits is like the one tedious thing that I really dislike about this game. I love this game. I think it's a great Zelda game, even though a lot of people hate it for some reason. So a lot of people hate Skyward Sword apparently, and a lot of people hate Spirit Tracks. So I just like things people hate. I don't know. I'm a hipster rebel. I don't know. But the rabbits are really annoying. Alright, rabbits. Speaking of rabbits, how you doing, Jesus Rabbit? Doing well? Guess what? Yeah, I caught you. I was angry at your brother, so I caught you within a second and a half. What now? But we're making our way to the last little ball orb thingy that will unlock the underwater passage. That's pretty cool. And I mentioned Skyward Sword, and I proceeded to not talk about it at all. So yeah, I do love it. It might be my favorite Zelda. There are a few problems. So far, the dungeons have been a little and some of the controls are a bit. I like the motion controls of the sword. I just don't like some of the other controls that actually aren't motion. I actually like the motion controls better than the non-motion controls in a way, which is kind of weird. Because it's like the opposite. I mean, people complain about motion controls, but they really aren't that bad, dude. Yeah, I know you're a gamer. Yeah, I know you want to lay your couch and be your stereotypical lazy gamer, but, waving your sword around really isn't that bad. I have had no problem doing that. I thought it was really fun. And there's number 3, so get ready for something crazy shenanigans, because out of the water comes a giant fish head. It's like that fish thing from Kirby. The fish helper. I don't remember the name because I never played that Kirby game, but I know he has a little fish helper. And he has some weird name. I remember he has like a really weird name that doesn't make any sort of sense. But we're going underwater through the mouth of a fish because apparently that's how you get underwater. That's just fish. Fish, and we come out the fish's other mouth. Well, I guess it's better to come out the fish's ass. That would just be disgusting. So yeah, Zelda. Yeah, Spirit Tracks were underwater. The carpet told you this. I mean, you're thinking you want to believe the little Komos. But yeah, don't spoil Spirit Tracks. I will be angry. Other than that, you can spoil Spirit Tracks. I've played that game before. Don't spoil Skyward Sword, though. I'm currently still playing that game, and it is pretty awesome. So those of you who are skeptical about getting it, well, I'm sure those of you who are already watching this video, probably most of you have already gotten it, being huge Zelda fans. But if you haven't, go ahead and get it. I'm not going to spoil anything about it, and if anyone does, I'm just going to block their comments. So do not be afeared about my comments. They shall be spoiler-free. So yeah, we're just gonna go into speed-up chipmunk mode, because we got ourselves the last rabbit. That stupid bastard got caught. It wasn't like that one snow rabbit where it took forever. We're gonna speed destroy ships, because chipmunk destroys ships is the best way to destroy ships. And we're gonna just head back, and I missed the exit. God damn it, Lucky! Pay attention to the road! You're trying to drive a train here. Jeez. But here we are in the underwater section. I love this place. It just looks so beautiful. Like the little oceany hue and the water looking up on top of you, and the fact that you get to fire freaking torpedoes from your train, which is awesome. Also, if you destroy these mines, you'll get it's actually a good way to get money. Those mines give you rolling rubies, and these enemies actually will always drop 20. Although they're kind of annoying. They go in a set pattern though. They kind of run around your ship, and if you let them live too long, they'll do stuff. You'll see later what they'll do to inflict misery upon you. But they go in the same general pattern, so just sort of preempt them and try to hit them like that way. After 3 hits, they'll go down. They'll drop 20 rubies per time, so that's actually not a bad way to get rubies by doing that. Although, in general, this is one of those games where you're not really too ruby deprived, especially late game. It's not the biggest deal. I mean, we think get 5,000 for Beetle, well, I think it's like, what, 4,500 at this point? I think it's about how many we need to get, I forget. Yeah, I think it's 4,500. So we do need the rubies, but we have plenty of time to get them. I mean, we're only heading to Dungeon 3 right now, so we still have some time. You goddamn squid, just get hit by my torpedo. Please, just die and do us all a favor. I forget how many hits that is. Is that the second hit or is that the third hit? I don't know. That was the okay, oh my god, get my face. Yeah, if he gets too close, he will attack you. He's not able to damage you, but, well, you'll see later just how scary he can get, thanks to his way of attacking you. Things do get a bit more complicated down here in just a little bit, but, right in the temple, you can see the temple from a long distance away. It is quite a beautiful temple. You could see a part of it above ground as well. I didn't really mention it, but that one little structure that we passed, like when we were getting, like, Bunny, 4? That one was, that's actually the above ground part of the Ocean Temple. The Ocean Temple's actually pretty big. It's a pretty long temple, so I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely one of my favorite temples. I'm definitely going to explain that a lot more then, but for now, I mean, we're almost there. I don't see why we're going into this other section. There's no bunnies underwater. Don't worry. You're not going to find any scuba bunnies or anything. Don't worry about looking out for those. There's none of them down here. But it's a new train. Oh my goodness, that thing has an iron mask. I think it has like the Jason mask. What the hell? It's the Jason train. I don't know. But the difference between these trains and the other less threatening looking trains, although they still kill you in one hit, are that these ones are actually smart. They're actually sentient. They will actually track you down and kill you. So no matter where you run, they will always head in your direction no matter what. Which makes them a huge pain in the ass to avoid because they're slightly faster than you, and they will follow you no matter how much you try to geek them out. They will, I mean, if you make them, they will turn around on a train track, which is just impossible if they need to. So basically, make sure you just keep running from them. And another train actually spawns, but luckily this one's one of the retarded ones. So this one's not going to be too bad, although it does automatically go in the other direction. So you kind of have to deke out this train while staying ahead of this other train that's going to track us down, which makes us maybe the first really legitimately challenging Spirit Tracks section. I mean, I've died before, and I mean, most of those other ones, most of the problems with these trains are just you derping and being an idiot. But this one's like legit. This one's like a legit moment where like you actually have to like kind of think on your feet. I mean, this one isn't too hard because I mean you can see right there the other train's going that way, and as long as you don't turn around or do something stupid, the other train's never gonna catch up to you, so you should be pretty fine. But for now, you just want to basically just go in the path the other train doesn't go on, and then you'll be decent. Now, however, as you can see, we actually have an interesting scenario coming up here, and I actually get to catch this on tape, where two of the trains actually managed to run into each other. So I decided to take a risk here and stop and see if I can catch this on film, and you actually can. So now we'll actually see what happens when two demon trains collide to each other, and they actually rotate and turn around and go in the other direction. Well, that's different. As you actually see, the other demon train actually turns around. Like I said, it will turn. What the? Oh my goodness! I'm inked. I just got inked. Yeah, those squids will ink you if you don't kill them fast enough. So, that was a really scary moment because I was like, "Where the hell's the train? Where's the train? Oh my god, I'm going to die!" But luckily, that train did not catch up in time, and I managed to slow down my torpedoes, and all is well. It wasn't a horrible tactic either, though, because it actually slowed down the demon train. If you don't catch it on camera, the trains will just bypass each other, act like the same train. But if you do catch it on camera, they'll actually turn around and do it that way. So they kind of act differently whether or not you actually see them doing their act. But confirmed, the demon trains do a little turnaround thing in order to pass each other. So kind of cool. Glad I could show that on film. It's not the easiest thing to catch on camera because usually 99% of the time these trains are trying to kill you. So it's kind of like, oh my god, I'm going to run away from them, instead of, oh my god, I'm going to hunt them down. So, luckily though, the train's kind of pretty far away. We're not going to really have much problem catching up to it. And here we are in the Ocean Temple. And actually, this is going to be pretty much the end of the episode, as you guys probably expected. I mean, when have I ever started a dungeon in the middle/late end of the episode? We're already 15 minutes in, almost, well, 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Close enough. But here we are in the Ocean Temple, guys. So, this will be LuckySevenDX signing out. In the next episode, we start ourselves the third dungeon. It's going to be pretty epic, like I said before. I love this dungeon. It's pretty awesome. And it's good to be back. It's good to be back recording some Spirit Tracks. I'm excited to keep going with this game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And epic shenanigans are going to occur. So see you guys next time for the third dungeon. Bye-bye.